unfolding in a Michigan courtroom. Jennifer Crumbley, the mother of convicted school shooter Ethan Crumbley, starts trial. Her husband, James Crumbley, also facing manslaughter charges, will be tried separately. In 2021, Ethan Crumbley opened fire at a suburban Michigan high school, killing 4 students and injuring several others. Prosecutors say he used a semi-automatic handgun purchased by his dad as an early Christmas gift days before the shooting. Crumbley, 15 at the time, posting online, quote, "Just got my new beauty today."
The terror that he caused in the state of Michigan and in Oxford is a true act of terrorism.
Prosecutors also say there were warning signs days before the shooting when a teacher saw Crumbley searching for ammunition online. His parents allegedly dismissed calls from the school at the time. Authorities say Jennifer Crumbley sent a text saying, quote, "LOL, I'm not mad at you. You have to learn not to get caught." And the day of the attack, a teacher discovering hand-drawn images of a gun pointing at the words, quote, "The thoughts won't stop. Help me." Then both parents were called to the school, but prosecutors say they declined a request to take Ethan home. Crumbley, who was charged as an adult, received a life sentence without parole last month. Victims testified at his sentencing in December.
Justin told us he was in the bathroom with the shooter. The next text we got from him after was, quote unquote, "I love you guys." Little did I know that would be my last text I ever received from Justin.
But in newly revealed court documents, Crumbley is appealing the sentence, and his attorneys now say he will be advised to resist testifying in his parents' trials. Ben Johnson represents 2 students killed by Crumbley and others who escaped.
Those parents sat in that room with the administrators and didn't tell them about the gun, didn't tell them about all the problems that this kid was having at home, didn't tell them about any of this.
He says these families believe Jennifer and James Crumbley should be held accountable. Meanwhile, we have not heard from the attorneys representing James and Jennifer Crumbley. A gag order filed back in 2022 prevents them from speaking publicly. We also haven't heard from the lawyers representing Ethan Crumbley. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you.
Let's turn to NBC's senior legal correspondent, Laura Jarrett. Laura, good morning. It is extremely rare for parents to be charged for the conduct of a child, an older teenager like this. Why do you think prosecutors brought this case, and what evidence do they have?
Yeah, this is the first. We have never seen the parent charge in all the mass shootings, all the cases that we've covered. We have never seen this before, but it's not as if they're using some new law that was passed in order to get the parents. They're using just plain old involuntary manslaughter, which has been on the books for years. It's just an unintentional killing. So even if they didn't actually hand him the gun knowing he was going to do it, the idea is that they had the signs, that all the warning signs were there, and that they were negligent, and they ignored those signs. And we just saw all the text messages, all of which are going to come in at trial.
So now it's a criminal negligence or recklessness that they're looking to prove here.
Yeah, they are, and that's what they charged both parents with. And we'll see the parents are being charged separately here, which could play into it.
That's interesting. I was thinking about that. They didn't have a trial together.
Yeah.
First the mom goes, then the dad goes. So what is the strategy there?
Well, you would think the person who gets to go first gets to set the stage and tell their
Yeah.
story. But if you think about it, the dad might be advantaged in going second because he gets to see exactly who, might be on the jury, what the defenses are, what's going over well, what's not playing so well. So he might actually have an advantage in going second.
Laura, what do we expect the defense's strategy to be here?
I think their only hope is to say that they didn't know and that their son obviously committed these heinous crimes and that they had no idea how bad things were. Again, the problem is all the evidence on the other side for prosecutors here.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I'm Renee Michelle. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe button, and the share button. Also drop your thoughts in the comment box to let me know what you think about the story here. So I know y'all remember 3 years back when Ethan Crumbley went on a rampage and shot up his school. So the mother is finally on trial for involuntary manslaughter in the first of its kind. The mother of the teenage gunman in the school shooting went on trial for involuntary manslaughter in the first of its kind on Tuesday. Jennifer Crumbley and her husband, James, are accused of giving their son, Ethan, a semi-automatic handgun and ignoring the warning signs about his mental health days before he went on a deadly rampage 3 years ago. Ethan Crumbley, then 15, murdered 4 students and injured 7 others when he opened fire at his Oxford High School on November 30th, 2021 in Detroit, Michigan. Ethan was sentenced to life in prison in December of 2023, age 17, after pleading guilty to murder, terrorism, and other crimes. The prosecutors claim his parent failed to secure the gun and he used to carry out the attacks and declined to take him home. They declined to take him home when confronted with his violent drawings at the school one day of the shooting spree. That's a damn shame. And one thing about parents, we know our kids. They knew that child was a hothead. This was not the first time Ethan did some like this, okay? They knew their kid. Prosecutors claim the parents failed to secure the gun. The landmark case makes the first time prosecutors have tried to hold parents criminally liable for intentionally mass shootings by their children, which I think they should, because kids shouldn't have should not have open access to any guns. Miss Crumbley has pleaded not guilty, as her husband, who faces the same charges, will go on trial in March of 2024. The couple has been in jail for more than 2 years, awaiting the trial, unable to afford the $500,000 bond each. They need to sit their ass in there some more. The lawyer has argued that they had no indication that their son was capable of such violence. That's a lie. Mr. Crumbley, 47, brought his son a semi-automatic handgun 4 days before the shooting, which Ethan refers to the gun as my new Butte. State law prohibits those under 18 of age from buying or possessing firearms except in limited circumstances, such as hunting with license and a supervising adult. Mr. Crumbley brought the firearm. His wife, 45, took his son to a local shooting range. She described the outing on Instagram as a mom and son day. Damn shame. The day before his attack, the school told Miss Crumbley the son had been looking at ammunition on his phone. And this is what the mom texted back to her son. Okay? This is why she need to be in jail. This is why this is her fault that those 4 kids are not here today. That other people got hurt at that school. This is why it's her fault. She gonna put LL, I'm not mad at you. You have not learned. You have to learn to not to get caught. That's what she put. She put LL, I'm not mad at you, but you have to learn not to get caught. Who the hell tell your kid wrong? Why would you tell your kid the wrong thing to do? Okay? The following day, Mr. and Mrs. Crumbley's were summoned to the school after their son had drawn the violent images on a math assignment with the messages, "The thoughts won't stop. Help me." Oh my God. That the kid needed help. Oh my God. What was wrong with these parents? The parents were told to get him into counseling, but they declined to remove him from the school and left after less than 30 minutes, according to the investigators. That's crazy. They set that kid up for failure. The school wasn't smart enough to handle that better, because they should have made them parents take their child home. If they had to get the cops involved for them to get that kid off the school grounds, that's what they had to do. You know what I'm saying? Not blaming the school for the child's action, but I think they should have just removed that little sucker off the school grounds. That's my opinion. Using the weapon, Ethan then carried out the worst school shooting in Michigan's history. His parents were charged a few days later after they was found hiding in a building in Detroit. You effing cowards. Then y'all had the nerve to run. I remember that. So when you run like that, you guilty as hell. How you gonna plead not guilty when your ass running? Okay? Y'all set that kid up to go in there and kill them other students. That's sad. That's sad. Y'all had to do is go get that boy some help. Y'all don't deserve to be parents. Y'all didn't deserve to be parents. Y'all failed that child. Y'all did that. Y'all did that. That's a damn shame. I hope I don't know how long you get for manslaughter. Well, whatever the max is, that's what y'all need. Matter of fact, y'all probably need life just like Ethan. This just pissed me off. Kind of parents y'all is. What kind of parents y'all is? This tragedy could have been prevented if the shooter's parents hadn't played a central role in acquiring the gun for the shooter, or if the parents had taken the basic steps to securely store the gun, or taken his ass home. They could have took his ass home. They should be held accountable. They should be. After every school shooting, the media and those affected are quick to point to the so-called red flags that were missing by those in the shooter's life. That's what Sharon Smith said previously in an unsuccessful effort to get Michigan's Supreme Court to dismiss the charges. You got to be kidding me, right? But the truth of the matter is, one cannot predict the unimaginable. The fuck out of here. You could have predicted that with Ethan because Ethan wrote it out. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Ethan wrote it out. He even was bold enough to be looking for ammo in the school, You could have predicted that with Ethan, I don't understand. Also on Tuesday, an armed and dangerous suspect being sought out over 8 murders in Illinois died after shooting himself following confrontation with the U.S. Marshals in Texas. Roman Nance, 23, was taken down near Natalia outside of San Antonio after a manhunt that began on Sunday, 100 miles away. He had been named a suspect in several fatal shootings in 2 homes in Juliet, about 35 miles southwest of Chicago. Police believe he was also responsible for another murder before fleeing the area. A motive for the killing has not been established. What did that have to do with that? Anyway, but that's what that's saying. I think that is just horrible. Those are some horrible ass parents. I don't even think they deserve to get out of jail. They say the maximum is 15 years. They already did 2 or 3 or whatever. So they'll be out probably before, a little bit before that time because they don't did some time served. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. They don't, you know what I'm saying? When they get out, they're going to be shunned. Crazy as hell. Crazy. I want to bring this to you. I also put some video in my commentary so you can also listen to. This is crazy. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's wrong with America, why we can't get free mental health care. Free mental health care. We have to do something because, you know what I'm saying, it is getting out of hand. I don't know if because we got internet or, you know what I'm saying, we're more so on the phone that we're connected and we can see more stuff now, but it just seems like it's just more of an uptick of everything. Everything is up on a whole high, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, what the hell? Why not give people access to mental health issues? Because now it's in our minds, our minds are just like fucking up. Especially with that, panorama, that really messed people up because it's a change. It's a change in everybody. If you cannot feel this shit, I don't know what to tell you, but I feel it every day. It's not that I'm walking on eggshell about what's coming, but I know that this is not the same America that it was in 2018 or when that panorama happened. Because when that panorama happened, everybody was on a high. And they flipped that fucking switch. And we've been on the floating on the low ever since. The freaking seas are low as hell. But I want to bring this to you because this is the first case of our kind in the US. And it probably won't be the last one. But you know what? We know better, we gotta do better. So when we know better, that means we gotta fight for mental health to be free or access for people to get mental health taken care of because it is out of hand. I'm not saying I'm perfect with my mental issues, but hell, I would love to have some free mental health, care for my friends, family, or whoever needs it. You know what I'm saying? That's a shame. They failed their child. And they trying to hide, run and hide. Who does that shit? This story got me hot. I hope they get the whole 15 and more. And some more charges. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe button, and that share button. Drop your thoughts in the comment box and let me know what you think about this story here. Y'all have a great day. When you know better, you do better. Our kids are all we got. If our kids can't look up to us, who else? That's a damn shame. They felt that child. And I feel so really bad for Ethan. Like, not the fact that what he did was like messed up. Yeah. But I feel so bad for Ethan because it probably could have been preventable if he got the help that he needed. I'm the same. They failed you, Ethan. Your parents failed you. Y'all have a great day. Bye.